Hello everybody, Kizilla here. Welcome back to Pokemon Yellow. In the last episode, we took on Misty and got ourselves the Cascade Badge, our second badge. Then, we went down Route 5 into the underground tunnel, and then came down all the way to Vermilion City. So, if you think that we should try to go get our third gym badge, we can't. This is due to the fact that there is a tree blocking our way. Dr. Yu, I just caught a Squirtle that was always getting into mischief. I think it needs a good trainer to set it straight. Now, she won't actually give you Squirtle until after you get the Thunder Badge. We can't get the Thunder Badge yet. What are we to do? Now, this route over here is entirely optional. So, welcome to Route 11. There are some trainers here that we can fight for more experience. But again, this place is entirely optional. Let's go, but don't cheat! Alright, this is our first instance of the Gambler. Or not, this is just a youngster. I have been bamboozled. So this youngster only had the level 21 Ekans. Confusion. Easy experience. Oh, that's not right! So when it comes to the Pokemon that we can find here, there are two new Pokemon that we can encounter here. First is Raticate at level 17. The other is Drowsy. I just became a trainer, but I think I can win. Can you? This youngster has two Pokemon, a Sandshrew and a Zubat. Should be relatively easy for us to beat. Oh, Slash. Okay, that's an interesting move. So Slash is a relatively powerful normal type move that notably in this generation will always crit due to how it's got a boosted crit chance. And that means it effectively has a base power of 140. Now, thankfully, Sandshrew is not a normal type at all. But Psycho would have gone down in legitimately one hit had it been a normal type. My Pokemon couldn't! Couldn't what, dude? Couldn't stand up to my awesomeness? My Pokemon should be ready by now. Should they? Are they? Are they? I'm just kidding. So, this kid has two Pokemon, a Nidoran-male and a Nidorino. Both of which are poison types. Psycho feasts on their flesh. It is surprising just how many poison types there are in this game, or in this gen. There are 33 Pokemon that have the poison typing, whether they are pure poison or part poison, making it by far the most common type in this generation. Too much, too young! Okay, this guy. Competition? I can't get enough! I'm pretty sure this guy's our first instance of a Gambler. Yep. Gamblers send out a Bellsprout. So this guy has a Bellsprout and an Oddish. It's actually worth mentioning that Gamblers give you more money than all the trainers that we've been fighting thus far. Outside of, like, gym leaders. And Psycho has reached level 22. I would highly, highly, highly recommend training a bit in order to actually, well, get into, like, the, high 20s, low 30s. I had a chance! No, you didn't, dude. Alright, so looking around... if we come over here... Okay, so yeah, we will have to fight you, but that's... eh. I have never lost! Is that so? Gold Tour. Okay. Well, we still have speed. It's what it is. Oh, we didn't defeat. Okay. Okay, now honestly, if you had something like Quick Attack, that would actually be genuinely scary. And Magnemite. Honestly, it's a shame that Magnemite... It's honestly a shame that Steel doesn't exist in this gen. Because Magnemite would actually have a legitimate use against us, because the Steel typing actually really heavily resists Psychic. My first loss! Give me my money. Okay, so if we head this way... When you catch lots of Pokemon, isn't it hard to think up names? In Lavender Town, there's a man who rates Pokemon nicknames. He'll help you rename them, too. Oh, neat. What's up here? I'm looking for a Lickitung. Want to trade one for a Dugtrio? Aww. Hi, remember me? I'm Professor Oaksade. You caught 30 kinds of Pokemon, and I'm supposed to give you an item finder. So, Kizilla, have you caught at least 30 kinds of Pokemon? No. Oh, I see. If you get 30 kinds, come back for item finder. I'm not gonna do that since that counts towards our 20 item limit. And then when you get from Cerulean to Lavender, it's by way of the Rock Tunnel. Interesting. It doesn't exactly mean much to me. So if we come over here... We can come over here, but there is a sleeping Pokemon that blocks the way. So we can't actually do anything with that yet. But that is Snorlax. Now, being as we have basically done what we can, let's head back to Vermilion, heal up, and then we can actually do our big thing for this episode. Now, for any of you who have played Pokemon before, you'll know that those small trees are, Nicholas Cave. Interesting. So, you will know that the small trees, like the one blocking our way into the Vermilion City Gym, are gotten rid of via the move Cut. Now, ever since Gen 1, Cut has been an HM, and that is actually why I got Clefairy out during the last episode. Because Clefairy is actually going to be our HM slave. So, let me just, Alright, so, we head this away. So, Vermilion Harbor. This is where we need to go. The SSN is a famous luxury cruise ship. We visit Vermilion once a year. Neat, and I've got a ticket. Welcome to the SSN! By the way, you need... excuse me, do you have a ticket? Yep. Great! Welcome to the SSN. You need to have visited Bill for this. Aw, the truck's gone. Passengers are restless. You might be challenged by the more bored ones. Welcome to our next dungeon! So, straight away... You pup! How dare you barge in? Hello, sir. Meet the gentleman. Now, this gentleman actually gives us slightly more cash than the gamblers. But there is another one on this floor that gives us about the same amount. Alright. So, this guy only had the Nidoran male and Nidoran female, neither of which are evolved, by the way, which sucks for levels. But it is what it is. Oh jeez, now I need to get, now Rat needs levels. I'm trying to keep my team relatively the same when it comes to levels. Though admittedly, I don't really see any use for Rat. Waiter, I would like a cherry pie, please. Excuse me, I'm not a waiter. I always travel with Wigglytuff. Cruise is so elegant yet cozy. There's actually 2 trainers in this room, I believe. Yeah. I collected these Pokémon from all around the world. Did you really? You have a Pidgey, which... Wow. I feel bad for you. And it's paralyzed, okay. Oh no, sand attack. Whatever shall I do? Rat kill. I'm gonna keep Rat in when fighting the Nidoran. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I'm actually gonna swap out to Psycho. Alright, super effective. And Rat has grown to level 20, where he can now learn Slam. Now, admittedly, Slam is going to be a really good move, and I'm gonna replace Growl. But again, after the Cerulean City Gym, there's rarely any reason for you to keep your starter Pikachu around. Oh no! I went around the world for these! No, I know for a fact that's not the case. Alright, you. I love Pokémon, do you? This Dunkster only has 1 Pokémon, but it's a level 21 Nidoran. No idea why I was stuttering there. Psycho, send it to the Doom Dimension. I should also mention something about the fighting type. It is notoriously banned in this generation, period. And I don't mean just the Pokémon. I mean the very type itself, both on Pokémon and on moves. Alright, so we found TM08. TM08 is Body Slam. Alright, so if we come into here... Welcome to the kitchen. Read around in this trash can, and you'll find a Great Ball. So, there are certain types of Pokeballs that are better... I have no idea where I was going with that, but Great Balls are basically upgraded Pokeballs. They have better catch rates. There is... I believe it's... No, it's not this room. It's this one. So, this gentleman has 2 Pokemon. I travel alone on my journeys. My Pokemon are my only friends. Rather sad, not gonna lie, but okay. Now, this gentleman has sent out a Growlithe. In fact, Growlithe is the only Pokemon he has. Growlithes are pure fire types, and I mentioned this briefly in the last episode, but fire types in this generation... well, they kind of just suck. Like, honestly, like, there's no real way to say it other than that. And I don't like having to say it like that because that implies that it's the type. Like, that implies that it's their fault when no, it's just the type. The type itself sucks in this generation. Oh yeah, fun fact about Bite. That's actually a normal move in this game. Or in this generation. The Dark type wouldn't be introduced until Generation 2, and that is when we get a Dark type Bite. My friends! Do you have a place I can rest up? No? Jeez. Let's see. What's over here? My buddy Machoke is super strong. He has enough strength to move big rocks. We found a max potion. Okay, so what's in here? I'm gonna go ahead and use... I don't want to use the max potion. I don't know. My sailor's pride is at stake. You have pride? Alright, so this sailor has 3 Pokémon. A Horsey, a Shelder, and a Tentacool. It does admittedly suck that Rat is just flat out not strong enough to really defeat these guys by himself. Alright, Toto. How could you miss, girl? Only twice? What are you doing? What are you doing? Game, please. Alright, Tentacool. This is our first instance of actually encountering one. And needless to say, I'm immediately swapping back out to, Teto. Oh boy, Supersonic. That's... Alright, Psycho, I need you. Can you not hit your damn Supersonics? Yeah, Tentacles are super annoying to deal with. Alright, so Rat is now level 21. 4 moves until we can finally replace Thundershock. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if you're curious... Alright, no, I'm sorry, 6 moves. Because Thundershock is absolutely getting replaced by Thunderbolts. No, I did not, and I don't quite care to see him. Yeah, I guess I might as well use this. I know that there's a place around here somewhere that we can recover, but it is what it is. You know what they say about sailors and fighting? No, what do they say? Anyways, this guy only has a level 21 shoulder. Right, good fight, mate! Okay. So in this room, we have another fight. I like feisty kids like you. What's that supposed to mean? Alright, a horse seat. In fact, this sailor has 3 horses, and that's it. Alright, paralysis has set in. Wow. Alright, level 22. Alright, I lost it! Alright, so this right here is an ether. Alright, now in this room, we have another fight. Us sailors have Pokémon too! This guy should only have 2 Pokémon. A Tentacool and a Staryu. Now, I'm hoping to get Rat to at least learn Thunderbolt before... Oh my god, game! Game, please! Oh, Jesus. Okay, you're not bad. Of course I'm not bad, dude. Alright, we got TM44. So that contains the move Rest. Alright, so if we come into here... There are actually 2 fights in this room. Hello, stranger. Stop and chat. All my Pokémon are from the sea. You may not realize it, but this guy's a fisherman. He's got 3 Pokémon. Tentacool, Staryu, and Shelter. Psycho should hopefully just wipe the floor. Alright, level 20. Now, I believe, Psywave... Actually, no. You don't learn Psywave. Which is good. Alright. Psycho is 3 levels away from learning his next move. Alright, and that's that fisherman done. Darn! I let that one get away! I was going to make you my assistant, too. Dog, I have 0 interest in, being a fisherman's assistant. Matey, you're walking the plank if you lose! What's with the threat, my guy? Anyways, this guy only has one Pokemon, a level 20 Machop. I recommend coming down here before you go up the stairs on the other half. Simply because of the fact that this is like... Oh, I'm beaten by a kid! Oh yeah, that's right. If we come in here and examine this, we'll actually find a hidden Hyper Potion. This is a very good item. So, now if we head back here and to the other side... I think it's in one of these rooms. I know that, like, in future games, if you interact with a bed, you can just sleep in them to heal up, but I'm pretty sure you need to talk to someone specific? You're cruising around the world. That tells me nothing. Bonjour, I am Lawata on this ship. I'll be happy to serve you anything you please. Ah, less strong, silent type. A global police agent. I'm on the trail of Team Rocket. Why are you on here? You're after Team Rocket, why are you on this ship instead of actually... This ship, it's a luxury liner for trainers. At every port, we hold parties with invited trainers. Okay, okay. So before we actually continue onwards, we come up here to the deck. Our captain is a Swordmaster. He even teaches cut to Pokémon. That is important right there. Ah, the breeze. There are 2 fights up here that you can actually miss out on. Ahoy there! Are you seasick? So this guy right here has 2 Pokemon, a Machop and a Tentacool. Naturally, you know me, I'm going to just let Psycho sweep up everything. Will we change your Pokemon? No. Alright, level 25. 2 more levels and we get Psybeam. Now, this guy right here has our, other fight up here. Hey, matey! Let's do a little jig! This guy has a Machop and a Shelder. Now, I do want to mention one thing. You are going to want to be prepared for a fight. I am gonna, real quickly, like after this battle, check around to see, okay, how do I get the opportunity to heal up on here? You're impressive! Alright, so I shall be right back. Alright, so, turns out, in this generation, there isn't any, healing rooms. So, I was able to go back to port and, heal up in Vermilion City itself. So, now that I have done that, let's take a look around on this floor. In all my travels, I've never seen any Pokemon sleep like this one. It was something like this. Snorlax. Interesting. Check out what I fished up! Alright, so this guy has 3 Pokemon. 2 Goldians and a Tentacool. Really? Tail Whip? You really think that's gonna work? Oh yeah, I should probably mention that there is kind of a weird glitch involving badge boosts. So anytime our stats get lowered, or changed, I should say, badge boost kinda gets reapplied. Rat. Alright, 3 more levels until Thunderbolts, which is going to be really damn good. Now, I think level ups, correct the stat changes. Heck, okay. I'm all out. Okay. Now this guy actually has 2 electric types. Competing against a young keeps me youthful. Specifically, he's going to have a Voltorb and a Magnemite, both of which are going to be level 22. Alright, that's a crit. And Magnemite. Okay, so Confusion should take care of Magnemite. Sonic Boom, that's actually the first instance of a fixed damage attack. Some attacks will deal a fixed amount of damage, depending on certain factors. Sonic Boom, for example, will always deal 20 damage. Good fight! I feel young again. Dragon Rage is another attack that will always deal 20 damage. But then there's stuff like Seismic Toss, which, if I recall correctly, deals damage based on the user's level. So, if, for example, we had Rat use Seismic Toss at level 23, he would be dealing 23 damage. Oh yes, I have seen some Pokemon ferry people across the water. Pokemon can cut down small bushes. Okay, that tells me nothing though. Which do you like? A strong or a rare Pokemon? Any. As long as I can use them. Alright, so this guy has a Growlithe and a Ponyta. This is actually our next instance of seeing a random fire type out in the field. Because Ponyta is a fire type. I will not be changing Pokemon. I do not care how seemingly screwed I am. Rats! Oh, come on! Okay, we at least got the crit. I must salute you. Alright. Oh, we only need to get Psycho 1 more level until Psywave. I never saw you at the party. Now this last only has a level 20 Jigglypuff. Oof, so close. Make it easy. Right here is going to be a rare candy, an incredibly rare item. Alright, so. Fun fact, Atlas actually has a different team in, Red and Blue. In Red and Blue, she's actually got a Rattata and a Pikachu. Same thing with the gentleman that had a Voltorb and a Magnemite. He only had a Pikachu. Now, why exactly should you save? We come over here. Hey, it's you. Bonjour, Kizilla. Imagine seeing you here. Kizilla, were you really invited? So how's your Pokédex coming? I already got 40 kinds, pal. Different kinds are everywhere. They're all around in grassy areas. Now, your rival's team here is going to consist of 4 Pokemon no matter what. However, it's going to be different depending on whether you're playing Red and Blue or Yellow. In Red and Blue, he's got the following 4 Pokemon. Pidgeotto, Kadabra, Raticate, and whatever starter is strong against yours. In Yellow, however, he has a Spearow, Sandshrew, Rattata, and Eevee. I am not changing a single thing about my current strategy, which is send in Psycho, sweep the field. Alright. Yeah, you can easily see just how strong Alakazam truly is. Oh wow, his Eevee is the only one that actually survived a confusion. Huh. Thanks for raising your Pokemon. I heard there was a Cut Master on board, but he was just a seasick old man. But Cut itself is really useful. You should go see him. Smell ya! Come up here, and... Oh, I feel hideous. Seasick. Alright, we rub the captain's back. Thank you. Feel much better. Oh, you want to see my cut technique? I could show you if I wasn't ill. Oh, I know, you can have this. Teach it to your Pokemon, and you can see it cut anytime. Oh no, you have no room for this. Are we actually out of room? Alright, I guess I am getting rid of Bind, because this move is utterly useless. Wait, we have to rub his back again? Oh, jeez. Anyways, we got HM01. Phew. Now that I'm not sick anymore, I guess it's time. Alright. Now, once you have Cut, this is literally your last chance to do anything on board. Grab any of the items that are here, place any of the trainers, because once you get off the ship, now that you have Cut, you are not able to get back on at all. Seeing as we have done everything, farewell, Acid Sand! That was a long dungeon. And this was a long episode. So, with that done, I'll see all you in the next one, where we take on our 3rd gym. So until then, goodbye!